everyone, I'm Elle Barnes, a manager in the London Business Solutions team. I'm excited to share our new podcast series, Leading Her Way. The series will showcase Crowe's female leaders, their achievements, journeys, and highlights the projects that we're working on in our Women's Empowerment Programme. Joining us today is Talitha, a colleague of mine and a director within the London Business Solutions team. Welcome, Talitha.
Thanks for having me, Elle. It's great to be here.
So let's kickstart today's session with our first question. Can I ask why our WEP is so important to you and the firm?
Okay, so WEP, which is Women's Empowerment Programme, I think it takes the Crowe has an aim to be fair as an employer, and I think it looks at practical approaches and to address the structural inequality that can be in place. Gender inequality has led to lower pay for women over the years, and also there's a loss from the talent pool where people have had to stall their careers or even leave their jobs. I think that the WEP has directly improved the situation for women at Crowe. That's helped me. I want it to go on helping others. So for me, it's important. I want to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you're right with kind of it being from a stance of equality as well, making sure that it's fair all around. And I think it does show with the number of kind of leaders that we've got here at the firm, which is great.
Yeah.
So moving on to your time at Crowe, what challenges have you faced?
So I would say that in the 17 years I've been here, I've been very lucky. And there's two reasons I consider myself lucky is my sort of line managers, the leadership team that have been directly involved with me have always been really encouraging and interested in my development. So that's obviously been very helpful to me. And what I would say has been actually my main challenge has been my opinion of myself and my view about what a leader looks like.
Yeah.
And recently I've started to realise that's really been quite impacted by societal bias about women in the workplace, the messaging that I've got from the world around me. So I think that getting involved in WEP, I've been exposed to training, some kind of informal mentoring by speaking to the people around me and just reading material as well. And all of that has opened my eyes.
Definitely. It gives you a lot of confidence, doesn't it? And it's nice to have the support network there.
Yeah.
How do you think the Women's Empowerment Network has supported your career progression?
So getting involved with WEP myself has built my personal network quite a lot. And now I realise that's really important for developing your career. Yeah. You know, people need to know who you are, know what you do to be able to offer you opportunities or recommend you to other people. There's also been some training that I've been given, which has been really, really helpful to me. I think the existence of WEP, the fact that it's been going this long, the way it's been implemented, the changes that have happened, the way it's been accepted, and the fact that the leadership have been so accepting of it, it gives me confidence that, Crowe wants things to improve for women, wants things to be fair for women, and that makes me think more about what I can achieve. Yeah, with confidence.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, as you say, just about kind of the support and having people around you that know they want this momentum and that movement to happen is really, really great. So if you don't mind, will you share with us a personal story, strategy or any practical advice that you can give the next generation of female leaders in a professional services firm?
So I would say my general piece of advice is if something comes along and you're not sure if you're confident that you can do something, try it anyway if you're given an opportunity, because often what will happen is you'll realise you can do it and it helps people's perception of you. So I'll give two examples. One was I was in the audit team at the old Mayfair office and I was asked to take over the business solutions team, and it's not work I'd ever been exposed to before. So that was quite daunting. The second example is when I worked in industry for a company called Halma. I worked in the head office. I was asked to go to the US and do a speech for 45 minutes on IFRS, a new IFRS development, to 50 financial directors of the subsidiaries out there. And that was absolutely terrifying. But in both of those circumstances, my opinion of myself was improved. I realised how others perceived me. I learnt a lot through both experiences, and again, built my network.
Yeah, definitely. And it sounds as though you've pushed yourself out of your comfort zone quite a few times.
Definitely.
A bit like what we're doing today.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Great. So what qualities do you think are important in a leader?
I'll just mention 3 things which come to mind when I think about this. One is not to just react from your gut if you're presented with an issue or something someone says that you don't agree with. I think it's really worth taking time to think about other people's perspectives, and if you're still unsure, to talk to them about it and not just react. So that's one thing that I've seen and appreciated in leaders. The other thing is to really show appreciation to people you work with.
Yeah.
So if someone's doing something that you like or they're doing well, tell them repeatedly, and tell other people about them. So then they can hear about it secondhand, and also they get more opportunities. And so that's another thing. And my last point is about flexibility. So if you give people flexibility when they need it, they'll often return the favour when you need it.
Yeah, exactly. No, great qualities there. And I agree. And I think a lot of people in the team can say that you have all of those as well. And
I hope so. I try.
It does help the team massively. So our final question before we wrap up, what would you like to ask our next guest in this series?
Okay, so when I started out, I started with a different firm and did my training. And I saw the way the partners worked and the hours that they did. And in my head, I just thought, I'm never going to be a partner. Not interested in that. I don't want to work like that. I don't want my life to be like that. So that was 25 years ago. And I think things have changed. So my question is it possible to have a good work-life balance as a partner? That's my question.
Great question. We'll make sure we pass that on. So that's all we've got time for today. Thank you, Talitha, for joining us and kickstarting our Leading Her Way campaign.
Thank you very much. It's been great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to everyone for joining us, and I hope you'll join us for the next interview on this series, Leading Her Way.